Hi there, I'm Will Kidd, and I'm here to give you a walkthrough of our upcoming July 17th and 18th hybrid estate sale here in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Now, it's a hybrid sale, so I hope by now you know that means that there's going to be a great online auction. This one has 99 items in it, and it's got a tag sale on the home. So I'm going to walk you through and show you everything that's here. I'm going to start you out by looking at this really fantastic and effectively rare for East Tennessee furniture. This is an ironwood dining set. Now it looks to me, I love the spaghetti westerns, Clint Eastwood, Good, Bad, and the Ugly. When I take a look at these chairs, it's just, I can see Clint just sitting here eating his bowl of soup, out of the earthenware cup. And you take a look at the cross brace under here and the base. Look at this, it's just an absolutely giant piece of tree that's under here. And the thickness of this board, it's about 2 inches thick. Absolutely gorgeous. We think it's an ironwood. It could be a mahogany. It was handmade in Mexico for the family several decades ago, probably 75, 1980, something like that. So when I come down to the end, I made a mistake in my listing. I thought this was in the auction, so I deleted it from the tag sale, but I didn't have it in either one. This is the buffet that goes with this table. Absolutely beautiful. You can see these hand forged little pieces on it, all that beautiful carving, same wood, very beautiful. And so this piece will be in the tag sale because I didn't have time to get it in the auction. And up above it is a companion piece, this wall shelf with the little cubbies for display. Very cool. And it's got some typical Southwestern and Mexican design. Here's some paper mache, the Three Kings of Orient, so that's pretty cool. And then all around you're going to see tag sale items like this little lamp, really great hand forged pieces, and then other Southwestern type accents, these urns and the metal tree of life. And if I spin back around and go across the table again, you'll see we've got these planters. I skipped one there in the corner. There's a nice big one. And so all this kind of stuff is all throughout the house. This pair of chairs also in the handmade material, and there's the leather seats on that. So really unusual. It would look fantastic in a mountain cabin, or if you're doing the kind of a rustic design in your house, anything with a Spanish influence. If you got a lot of tile, this thing is for you. You need to be at this sale. Now, so I go into the master bedroom, you're going to see same thing. Massive chest. I mean, bring some help to move this. They're very heavy. 6-drawer chest, and it's got the carving to match those other pieces. You got some lamps and other curiosities here. This piece has got no business in the house, but here it sits, this colonial piece. It's just completely by its own stylistically. And anytime you see the tag here, folks, that means it's in the online auction. It's got the lot number. You can preview those items when you come to the sale on Friday. The auction closes Friday night. If you win, you pick it up Saturday. This is a beautiful piece, absolutely gorgeous, signed artwork. The information is on the auction for that one. That's, I think, number 97, so it's almost the last item in the auction. I'll spin back around, a little bit dim here, but this is the headboard. It matches that chest I just showed you, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Once again, hand carved, made, custom made for the family in Mexico 3 or 4 decades ago. Great Tiffany style lamp here. Another totally unique piece up here on the wall in the dimness. We got this great little ship. That's not little, it's big. It's 4 feet wide, a little bit more even, made out of wood. And then on the floor, there's this beautiful chest, cedar chest, very Western style. And it's got a smaller companion on the other side of the room. And there's another neat lot that's in the auction. It's curiously enough, it came from another house, but these folks also lived out west. They have this very beautiful, this is beds, pillows, sheets, shams, comforter, everything, towels even. Beautiful Southwestern set here. Now if I duck around the corner here, we're going to peek out into the laundry room. I just want to give you a quick look. Here we've got all your good household items, got some good vacuums, and of course I've got a washer dryer here. All the information in the online auction for you. Great place to buy good used appliances is a good clean house like this one. Coming down the hallway, I've got a lot of cute decor here. I've got a pantry here. I'll just give you a quick peek. Lots of good small kitchen items tucked up in here. And then I go through the kitchen quickly. You'll see we do have pots, pans, cast iron, flatware, toaster, blender, you name it, all those things. And then another curiosity here, this barrel-shaped table with barrel-shaped stools. Again, you don't run across these very often in East Tennessee, but here we have one in this house. Also, peeking out of there, I've got a cute little head vase, which I always think those are cool. There's the Royal typewriter there. Coming around the corner into the dining room, just a sweep across here. This is more the heavy furniture, and you've got also this leather-covered furniture. Very, Spanish Revival. If you want to look that up, you'll see pictures of stuff like this. Also, sort of a creamy white sofa, 2 chairs with ottoman, and then there's another giant urn over there and another set of the Spanish Revival type furniture. Now spin around here, I've got a stereo bidding. There's another great stereo I'll show you out in the garage. Got a set of speakers here. This is a totally unique piece, carved from a giant vertebrae. Who knows what kind of animal that was? A whale, whatever. It's enormous, and it's this little Mexican figurine here. There's lots of good books. We've got a record player in the tag sale there. There's a great set of the South in history set there on the floor. I'm coming across, you'll see the TV. I've got DVD, VC, or VHS, all those goodies. Popping the door here. Sorry, I didn't have this ready. Just got this cleaned up today. Got a really nice metal outdoor patio set here with the glass top, and then giant antlers. Trying to get this thing to show up. There we go. It's dim out here, but huge. These things are enormous. So I got the dimensions in the online auction, so you can check out just how big it is. There's some moose antlers here, and then the huge one-man saw. That must have come from the west where they, cut down redwoods and stuff. That's a big saw. That's in the tag sale. Coming back into the house, you'll see this side room over here has got several of the more modern furniture pieces, and also more the Southwestern design pieces like these. Well, we're kind of backlit here, but you've got real pretty, there must be close to a dozen of these ceramic wind chimes. And then the mid-century modern lamps. We were watching Mad Men the other day when I was building this auction, and this one is in one of the characters' office in Mad Men. So it's as mid-century cool 60s as you ever want to find. This first one, number 17, that's lit here, is in excellent condition. Its companion over there, you can see the ring is loose on the top, so it needs a little bit of love, but all the wood framing there is excellent. It's just the shade that's got some issues. Excuse me. Artwork from the Southwest. There's a real pretty one, and if I spin back around here, there's others. The hand-painted child here. Kind of like a Velvet Elvis here in the texture of the painting. And then there's some other interesting sign pieces. There's info on the back of these. And then, not to be left out, this is a really nice grandfather clock. And it is I had it wound up, and I've had it running since I got here. It's chimed. It's running all the way. Sounds beautiful. And then this lamp, one of my favorite things in the house, enormous ceramic body, and it's got a companion ashtray that's in the tag sale. Now I'm shooting down the back hallway here, and I've got one room that's just black. There's no light in it, so I apologize in advance. But it's got a gorgeous wardrobe in it there, or yeah, that cabinet there. So please have a look in the online auction for the better photographs of that. And then as I come into this first room, well, shoot, the light's not working for me. Let me try this one. Okay, this is Ranch Oak. It's actually the brand name Ranch Oak. And I'm bidding the 2 twin beds with the mattress sets and the table as one lot. And as I spin back across the room, I've got the 6 drawer chest with mirror and the chair as a second lot. Okay, so for these back bedrooms, we've cleared out most of the smalls, so it's really just the bidding furniture back here and a couple of other miscellaneous in that office room that was dark. Okay, and then in this second room, I've got another set of twin beds that match this beautiful chest, and it's Thomasville, so you're talking about fine quality, mid-century stuff, very pretty, and you can see the headboard matches the designs on the chest. So that is, I mean, if you need, if you got a kid's room, you're trying to decorate, you want real good, solid quality furniture, and you like mid-century styling, you can't beat this. All right, I'm going to pause. We'll go back through the other house. I'm back by the front door where I came in, but I've turned the other way here. I wanted to make sure that I showed you this picture. It's the Hagen painting, and then I've got another really cool, somewhere in between a mid-century and a Southwestern style of lamp. I've got a nice butter churn there, and then there's this gorgeous Spanish Revival chair, another absolutely massive piece, similar to the one in the living room, but not quite as deep. Okay, I've walked through a good piece of the house now, and I'm coming back into the garage. I just wanted to give you a look. We got a whole bunch of auction items and cool toys and consignment things out here. So my favorite of this sale, an honest to God 1982 World's Fair visitor parking sign with the painter's name on the back. So you can get a million different kinds of World's Fair things, but there's probably fewer than 20 of these around. So World's Fair collectors, that's about as rare as it comes. And then down below here, I've got the wooden toys, the cars. I love this one. It just reminds me of Toy Story because they got the dinosaurs and the cowboys in the same box. And then I've got this lot here on the table. You got Hot Wheels in the boxes and the different tracks. And then this whole table is like really cool train miscellany. So if you're a train buff, I've got photographs here. I've got books and books of photographs. I've got all kind of real train tables and guides and employee guides from different train companies. So that's pretty cool. And then I've got a whole thing of Lincoln Logs, whole thing of Legos, a Planetroid box. Here's some kind of a battleship space type toy. Here's some more of your small cars. Here's a whole pile of 70s Cub Scout stuff. Then I've got 4 different Harley Davidson. This is genuine Harley Davidson stuff bidding online here, including the Joe Rocket jacket. And then I've got other Harley jackets here that are or motorcycle jackets that are tagged. And then across the bottom here, I did a sale that had several Otis pieces in it a month ago, and then after the sale was over, the new owner of the house called me and said I left some stuff in the attic. So these are more Otis from that house. So they're genuine and they got the original frames. I got a whole Christmas lot here, all kind of goodies, of course, the obligatory piece of luggage and coolers. These 6 rocking chairs are in the tag sale, and then tons more train. So these are tag sale bunches, and it's just, $15, $20 a box full of all kind of train miscellany. Same thing here on the floor, more motorcycle miscellany. Up on the top, I've got golf stuff, genuine, boat parts here. Here's another toolkit for a motorcycle, CB radios, models in the box. Here's a whole 20 different Harley and other Indian t-shirts. Here's a whole table full of train kits for buildings, and there's even a Cox radio in there. I'll go across the room. There's a bunch of motorcycle helmets. Some of them not so great condition, some of them excellent. Then I've got another one of my favorite toys in here, the Skyrail. That's in the online auction. Then I've got Harley Davidson parts signs. I've got this, what a treasure. Pioneer SX 950, silver face, lights up, powers on, crank sound. I mean, that's a great piece of stereo if you're into vintage stereo. Then there's the Harley rain kit in the box. Here's a signed Ralph Stabney program. The D5000 Nikon, practically new in box. A Harley Davidson miscellany lot. There's a John Deere lot like that. There's more trains over here. And down on the ground, there's a box full of O gauge trains, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 box of HO gauge trains. And there's the John Deere lot there. So all this here at the house is on the online auction, all those different lots. So you can go to bid7cs.com and get those. Now into the garage, all this stuff's tagged. I've got really good tool cabinet here, and then these tool racks. I think these are great. And you've got the organizer bins and everything. And then this thing's the hardest thing in the house for me to get a picture of. It is the lumber rack. 8 feet tall, 6 feet wide, Boku tons of steel, and it is ready to load up lumber at your house. And then of course I got a good set of tools here, anything from the weed eater, chainsaw, and then an assortment of hand tools. Okay folks, so this sale starts Friday at 1 p.m. on the west end of Oak Ridge. Hop on the website, get full details. We look forward to seeing you here.